Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 43 of Podcast of Five Rings, your source of enlightenment, the realm of video games, tabletop, anime, film, and tech. Each episode of Podcast of Five Rings releases Monday mornings on iTunes and Soundcloud, and now topic by topic, day by day on YouTube, with the full video releasing on Friday. Catch updates about the podcast or for other news, give us a follow on your social media platform of choice, listed down in the description below. I'm your host, GM, and overseer of Podcast of Five Rings Obsidian. Joined tonight by the wall that will not fall, Tetsuo.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear my cat. He is like freaking outside of my office door right now, so I apologize.
The dark fortune duelist, Muta.
Meow.
And the resident
Duel
wild
meow.
card, Mew.
Greetings and salutations.
It's in Japan, it's cat day today.
Yay!
You couldn't just say meow?
Meow, meow,
Not that far off.
Okay, my cat can hear y'all, and he's up in his game.
We're just trying to make Luke freak out and start
We're just
scratching.
trying to encourage his inner feline.
Yeah, bring it out.
He's
All
just, he
the
wants-
listeners
he
want to
wants be the
hear
tiger.
him. So yeah, this sure to be a catty wampus episode.
Oh my god.
I hope it is.
That was very forced.
As are
It-
all of your jokes.
It felt forced. Oh, damn,
Hi,
Mal,
yes.
damn.
Hi, 911. Yes, I just witnessed a murder, and I'd like to report it.
I'm burning. I have become Draxus.
God. You face Erdar, Lord of the Burning Legion.
Burning. So what's everyone been up to? We were off last week.
Yes, we were.
So
We were free of your shackles.
Tyranny.
I was free of yours. As I shackle to you, you shackle back into me, or something like that.
It is you who is the one who is the shackling.
Yeah. Okay.
Week was okay. It's been
It's been
a
busy
pretty quick
for
week.
me.
Yeah.
Work has been weird, and it's also unseasonably hot. The past few days, we've had record temperature highs. It's like 82 degrees right now.
Oh,
And
I've not
Saturday,
really
it's
paid
supposed to be
attention to
40.
it.
it actually was 87, 86 on So
You
Little
anger
one.
me so much.
It's still snowing up there, Meta.
No, it's not snowing around where I'm at anymore. In fact, it's kind of weird. We ended up having, I ended up driving it. It got so warm so quickly that the snow was melting so fast that it was actually creating mist and fog. I ended up driving home one day in the afternoon, and the fog was so thick you couldn't see more than like 3 or 4 lines on the row ahead of you. So on the
Sounds
highway
fun.
they normally take, which likes to drive it around anywhere from 150 to launching a rocket out of space, everybody was around, like, was driving instead at a safe, easy 70 miles per hour instead. So that's how I knew it
Gotta
was really
take it down the
serious.
skosh.
That's how I knew it was really serious.
Serious business out there in the foglands.
And then the day afterwards, it fucking rained and it melted everything else away. So
Hey, man, it's been raining here for literally like a week straight almost. I think that's why it's so hot.
that's probably why.
I'm no
Like,
meteorologist. I don't understand the greater sciences of the weather and the rains and the suns
Black
and the moons.
magic.
Yeah.
It is black magic.
It's all sorcery and witchcraft to me.
I'm even looking outside my window right now, and everything just looks gloomy as crap. It's like a very depressing day.
It looks pretty beautiful here. Just needs to be
Yeah.
like 65. It's my perfect ideal temperature. 65 and breezy.
I like it warmer. I like it around in the 70s, maybe a slight breeze. Warmer if you're gonna go swimming, obviously.
yeah, it's 86 real feel right now.
Get out of my
84
Get out of my
temperature.
face with your sweet, delicious warmth.
I don't know. At this point in time, it's at the point where you stand in front of a grill to start grilling some stuff, and you're already starting to get covered with a nice little bit of a sheen.
that nice thick layer of sweat. It makes the steaks taste better.
I tell you what, like, you say that jokingly, but the humidity, because I got a smoker over the weekend, so that's like the one thing I have been doing. I have like not left my grill side as I'm home.
He's recording live now from his grill.
Yeah, he's actually at the grill at the moment.
That's
Actually,
why Luke
tonight-
is meowing.
So much meat, like I have to, like we have so much leftovers in the fridge right now, so I probably won't touch it. But like the smoke was collecting in the air, and I could see it like almost like dribbling back down onto the steaks. It's so humid out right now.
Yeah.
Like, you could
Jeebus.
turn into.
It didn't even fly away. It just like it went back down.
I mean, there was a bunch still flying away. Don't get me wrong, but there was like standing smoke liquid on my steaks.
Good God.
Yeah. It's going to be late July before Meta sees anywhere close to that temperature.
Yeah, right.
That's the
Don't worry,
one
Hawk.
thing I envy about you, man.
I
Summer here
don't-
sucks. I hate summer. It's my least favorite month.
Yeah, I was gonna say your summers must suck, but like there are times where we'll get summer over here, and the summer is just generally really cool, so it's never even warm, which I hate because then you can't. Then you still have to go outside. You still have to wear like at least a light jacket or some shit. And then it just tends to be windy as well, so any
Yep.
heat that you do have is just ripped off, unless you're in direct sunlight.
It's gone. That's why you go to work naked, like me.
So,
And you're still sweaty.
Not what Hobbs just said, but what Meta just said.
Little did
sounds
anyone
really
know
nice.
that I'm a freelance porn star. That is totally not the case.
I'm gonna DM. I would like to roll a sense motive check on that.
You don't even have to roll. You know he's lying. Rawr. Anyways, on that note, let's go on to our topics today. And since it's Cat Day, Mal's going to start us off. So you go for
All
it,
right.
bud.
So I had Monday off and decided to go see Black Panther.
Oh my god. You got a 3-day weekend?
What the
Yes.
fuck?
Yes, it's nice.
That's unfair.
This is the 18th movie in the
Yeah, I
Marvel
know.
Cinematic Universe,
It feels like the 50th.
this includes the Hulk, the last Hulk movie, which I don't count myself.
Yeah, but they
it
do
is
for
officially
whatever
part
reason.
of it.
Wait. The last Hulk movie.
The second one, not the one.
Not the
with-
Ang Lee one.
Yeah,
Oh.
Eric Bana. The
the
one
one
with
where he fights Abomination.
Yes.
Oh, really?
It's,
That's a part of it?
08, right?
Yep.
Who's the actor?
Wait.
Oh my god.
Edward Norton.
Yes, thank you. Edward Norton.
Holy shit! I had no idea.
Yeah. This is number 18. This is directed by Ryan Coogler, who is best known for Creed,
Yeah.
the seventh Rocky movie.
Ryan Coogler, the professional Googler.
Wow.
This takes place a week after Civil War, which is a little weird since we've had at least 2 other movies since then. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had Guardians
Thor
2, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't Guardians 2 after Civil War?
Yes, I think Guardians 2 was after Civil War, and
Thor
Thor
2
2 was definitely.
no, we've had
after Civil War.
Spider-Man and
Spider-Man.
Thor, I know. Is it 3?
Yeah, I think Guardians 2 was also
Yeah, I
after
think-
it.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
yeah, because the Phase 3 opened with Civil War, so we've had 4 movies since then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, so this is a week after. Takes place in 2016. And it involves there's Black Panther T'Challa returning from Civil War, played by Chadwick Boseman. He is dealing with the death of his father from Civil War, and he's becoming a king. And he has to eventually deal with Killmonger, played by Michael B. Jordan.
Who's the best part of the movie, in my opinion.
And he is really good. Also, Michael B. Jordan is a huge fan of anime, apparently.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Is he really?
So now Jordan's played 2 Marvel characters.
Yes.
The Human Torch
Well-
and Killmonger.
Yes, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is just a recovery program for former Human Torches.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, because Captain America used to be the Human
Wow.
Torch.
Yes.
Yeah, apparently Coogler is a big fan of that Michael B. Jordan. He's in all of his movies. Which I think he's only directed 3 movies.
Yeah, only 3 full-length movies. I don't even remember what the other one was.
Yeah. Which I'm fine with. I really like Michael B. Jordan. I loved Creed, too.
Yeah. So we finally get to see Wakanda, which is...
Wakanda forever.
Yes, the home land of Black Panther. It is a place where, yes, it's fictional African country where basically a meteor of vibranium landed long ago.
Yes.
Letting them create a highly advanced civilization.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
And the previous rulers decided that it would be best to remain hidden, and they become very isolated and xenophobic, shut off from the world. Similar to, another world we like.
I'm going to talk about this, and I want to see if you got the same vibes. I've thought about L5R a lot in this movie while I was watching it.
Kind of. There's a
when they have the ritual challenge.
Well, there's a part where one character literally questions do you serve the throne or the country or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that. You obviously think of the Scorpion.
Yeah, do you serve the Emperor Rokugan? But no, yeah, I got during the challenge scene where all the families were there. They were all had different colors and animals and stuff like that. And the very traditional society. Lots of L5R vibes.
Yeah. We all know that Black
I
Panther,
definitely thought about it.
Scorpion, right? Mask, the whole ninja thing, black mask.
Oh no, he's not really Scorpion.
No, I know.
So yeah, this one was also written 2 years ago or whatever, and I think it comes off as a lot more serious than their newer stuff that's been more influenced by the Guardians movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can definitely tell.
Yeah, closer to a Captain America movie.
That actually has me kind of psyched a little bit because, don't get me wrong, I like the humor of the stuff that they do, but I don't want that to be the end all be all, which is what we kind of have been feeling for the past couple.
Yeah. Sorry, Meta, go on.
No, I was gonna say because I want to go see this. I really want to see this because I think Black Panther's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think you'd like it a lot.
But this is definitely something I like. That's actually really good to hear. That actually has me kind of psyched now. Getting my hype on.
What was I gonna say? A lot of the newer Marvel movies, they kind of some of the seriousness gets undercut by some of the jokey humor stuff a lot of the time. Yeah. Which there were jokes in the movie, obviously, but I never got that feeling. There's never not gonna
be a joke.
Yeah.
It's a very serious movie too, by the way.
Yeah, it's there are superheroes and magical space metal, and but it's a very it's a political story with a much more narrow focus.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like that.
Similar to how Wakanda is isolated, this movie is isolated from most of the rest of the MCU.
Yep.
That's interesting. I'm actually kind of psyched to see this now.
Yeah. So I don't want to spoil anything for you because
I mean we're probably gonna have some spoilers. Obviously.
Yeah. Nothing super deep. Nothing that you couldn't infer from the trailers.
I'll try not to.
I'll deal, but I mean, if the story's really good, then I think we've had this conversation.
Yeah,
if the story's really good,
I mean, we already kind of know something's happening since they've already showed the Infinity War trailer, and a lot of it takes place in Wakanda.
Yeah.
But it's nice I like how Marvel has started kind of more playing around with their movies. Since Winter Soldier, they figured out they don't all have to be kind of the same.
Yeah, they don't have to just be generic action flicks. And those are, in my opinion, the boring parts of the movie. Or the action scenes are not. They're not they don't do anything super cool or different.
Right.
They're just very much if you've seen the generic Marvel action scene, you've seen all the action scenes in the movie.
As much as they have started playing around with Winter Soldier's the spy movie, you got the teen comedy with Spider-Man, the buddy comedy with Thor.
Yep.
They all still kind of have the similar we need this to be a superhero movie with a big fight at the end. Mm-hmm. The closest thing they've gone to really breaking that, I think, is Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
because they actually had a force where they couldn't just kill it.
Yes, that's actually very true. The way Doctor Strange ended wasn't on a big fight scene.
Like they still showed him like kind of putting up a fight over and over, but yeah,
I don't know if
it's the closest
it's
they've got to
different.
like really breaking that.
Yeah,
It's almost
like,
a weird like duel of wits kind of.
I wouldn't call it so much a fight. I mean, it is a fight. It's two.
Well, we
forces.
also it's like the Groundhog
forcing.
Thing day where we like he actually spends like or in Groundhog Day I think it was calculated like hundreds of years or something. Like we
Yes.
don't know how long Doctor Strange went or was there, and it is also serves as a he got all that time in training basically against a very powerful force.
Yeah. So.
Because he didn't just go in and just die. He tried to like they show him like putting up like defenses the entire time practically.
He keeps trying. He tries different stuff. He tries different things, but I mean, he's literally he's fighting something he can't beat. So.
Which I think that's one of the reasons why this is like the only franchise that's really seemed to just last. So like it has. Like I know a lot of other places or you know like the DC, which I think is starting to learn that because they're like the non-Justice League movies are kind of going to be in their own thing, and they might be different styles. Like I guess we'll see with the new Aquaman movies. Probably to see if they've learned that lesson or not.
I'm hoping they do because I mean, not to slam on Marvel, but I mean, they have some great stuff with like the cartoon Justice League and whatnot.
You mean DC?
Yeah. Well, no, I said cartoon Justice League.
Well, you said slam on Marvel.
No. I mean, what I meant was like it's not to slam on Marvel for like what their stuff is, but like if we could get that kind of DC storyline from those cartoons onto a live action,
I mean the best DC stuff is still the animated series.
Yeah, and that's like the thing is like some of that stuff is freaking phenomenal, and Marvel, I don't like. And this is what I was gonna say, like, right, I don't want to slam Marvel because they've done a wonderful job, but if they can get that kind of level. At least as my nostalgia mind is remembering it to be, they'd probably kick Marvel's ass, at least when it comes to the group things, because, and as this is my opinion, just again, it's an opinion, because those were really well done. I even have actually gone back and watched them again just because I've enjoyed them that much. And I don't like to rewatch shit for the life of me. That's one of the few things.
Well, and the other thing too is that they hold up better, I think, than some of the older cartoons of other things. Like, have you ever gone back and tried to watch the 90s X-Men? Don't.
No, but those didn't really catch me either, so I never went back.
All right, let's get back to Black Panther.
Yeah.
So the first part of the movie, so like how they play on it, though, the first part of the movie is basically a James Bond movie.
With an unnecessarily long car chase scene.
They even recreated a casino from Skyfall, I believe.
Yeah, that was interesting and neat to see.
Yeah, I mean, I like to see him mix it up.
really
Also,
like that
just
scene.
seeing the Afrofuturism stuff like that they did with Wakanda was really cool. I would like to see more like that in other things. Like don't think Marvel will necessarily be able to really do more, like even in other like styles, like South American or like a super advanced version of feudal Japan, like from Seven Samurai. Or Samurai 7. I mean.
Yeah, the anime.
Yeah.
Okay,
More
I see what
stuff
you're
like
saying.
that.
That would be really cool to just see.
Because in this you've got like, because they were just a basic tribe, so you've got a lot of African tribal elements, but then built up with the technology around them.
Yeah, it's weird that you only see like you see there's the part with the field where they fought. You get to see inside Black Panther's thing, which looks very Star Warsy, by the way. And the like the lab where the hospital is, and like the one street.
Yeah, there are a couple scenes where they're walking around the city, but you don't get to see a ton of Wakanda.
Which I would like to see more of.
Yes, that would be nice.
Because Wakanda is really cool. Like when you see them like flying over it and stuff, and you
I
hear
really
about
like
how
the
cool
design
it
of the
is.
Ships.
Yeah, they look awesome. But
like the ones that look like
the dragonfly looking ones.
The dragonflies, I guess they would be. That's some kind of insect.
Kind of like an ornithropic design.
Yeah, the movie was pretty good. Very like refreshing as like a more serious movie compared to some of the previous ones we've been getting.
Definitely.
I would have seen them go maybe a little bit even more serious in some of the middle part. When you start when Killmonger starts showing back up and doing stuff. I would have
Yeah.
liked to seen them spend more time on that personally.
I-
Some of the internal conflict within Wakanda, the whole traditionalism versus the new era, because the conflict of the movie is basically like, should Wakanda stay isolationist, or should they like use their technology to get out in the world, basically?
Yeah.
Whereas Killmonger wants to take this to a really the extreme version of that, basically.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite Marvel villains. I think I still like the Vulture better, but he's up there. He's definitely top 3.
I like most of the characters.
Yeah,
I
they
think
were good.
Shuri's my favorite, actually. His sister.
Yeah.
T'Challa. She was great. She's
she is pretty
T'Challa's
funny.
sister and the techno whiz of Wakanda. Basically, works on all of his tech. And I just loved every scene she was in, basically.
Yeah.
I came across the two of them. I was just going to say the two of them really felt like brother and sister, too.
Yeah, they did. I really liked Black Panther. I don't. It's hard for me to say why. He feels different because he's not the smarmy, cocky, like he's not your.
He's very calm and reserved compared to like everyone else we've had.
He is a person who's grown up the warrior lifestyle. He's had like training. His character's just different because like
he also ends up being very like ready to lead his people, even if he comes across as inexperienced. But he's like completely ready for that role, which took Thor 3 movies to get to that point.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that is huge. I don't know, like his character is so much more. I don't want to say like he seems more grown up. I suppose would be the way. Like everybody has to like.
Yeah, he has a certain maturity to him.
Yeah, but for him, he seems and present. I mean, even from just the Civil War, he's presented as an individual who is ready, but is simply waiting.
He's been brought up differently. Like Thor, like is brought up in his own like society, right, of Asgard, whereas T'Challa was actually born on Earth and whatnot, and had to be probably in that public eye. I mean, Wakanda's very isolated, but I'm sure he had to do some diplomatic trips or something even.
Yeah, I mean, they were at the council with his father, so
right.
Even so, there was definitely.
But yeah, they also, so I think to help differentiate from him and Shuri, that he's not. So in the comics, they have the same level of intellect, and in this one, I'm sure he's not stupid or anything, but he's not like a super genius like Tony Stark or something levels, like in the comics, which lets the two of them be more of a difference, like they don't just seem generic. Also, it's probably partly, I know one of the criticisms from the comics is that Black Panther's just too good at everything in the comics.
Really?
So I think that also helps, and like it seems like he ends up needing help from others in this movie, which is
he does.
Yeah, a lot, which is probably good since I think they're setting him up to be the leader, probably, of the Avengers, possibly. Like, because I don't think anyone assumes like Captain America's making out of Infinity War in one piece or alive.
I don't think. Yeah, I do know.
Just the way his arc is being projected.
Yeah.
Even if it's not his arc, if you've been reading this stuff in the background, a lot of those actors are going to be done with their roles.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think Chris Evans' contract is about to expire or something.
Helmsworth, he was basically going to be done with it until Thor 3 happened. Now he's like, if I get to play more of Thor from Thor 3, I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And I expect, as far as a leader role for like the Avengers, it would either go to like him or possibly Captain Marvel, since she's also like going to have some leadership experience. Whereas like even if the Falcon or Bucky pick up the role of Captain America, they're not going to have that leadership experience.
And in the comics, wasn't at one point Black Panther one of their leaders at one point, or am I just misremembering?
I'm sure. Like,
I mean, I know that in the comics it's been a bit of a revolving door. So
yeah.
And I mean, it just makes sense narratively from like a act structure perspective for the newer characters to basically after Phase 3 ends kind of take the reins of the Avengers just so they can be different, interesting.
Yeah. The only reason I would say it might go to like someone like Captain Marvel maybe is because he still has to be king of an entire country.
Yeah.
It might.
Spoilers, Mal. He might have died by the end of the movie. We don't know.
Isn't
who is
Captain
that?
Marvel?
Who is that in the Infinity War trailer?
Wait, isn't Captain Marvel gonna be
that's
a
the sister.
female? A female though? This
Yeah,
time?
she is.
Yeah,
it's a
that's
female.
the current Captain Marvel in the
Yeah.
comics. Was Miss Marvel.
Yes, was Miss Marvel. It originally was a dude, then it became Miss Marvel, and then
Yes, she
Captain
got her
Marvel.
powers from him, which is how
Yes,
it's connected.
yes, I remember that.
And the Captain Marvel movie that comes out after Infinity Wars is in the 90s. It's actually like before all of this.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I think my least favorite might be Martin Freeman's character, actually.
Are you talking about Forrest Whitaker?
No, the
Who's Martin Freeman?
what's his name?
His brother?
in the
Not his
movie.
brother, but
No, the guy
oh
from
yeah. The
CIA guy.
the CIA
from,
guy, thank you.
Civil War.
Yeah.
I cannot remember his name now.
He's
know who you're talking about.
he was Bilbo Baggins.
Yeah,
Oh, gotcha.
Oh,
He was
I didn't
he
realize
was
that was
in-
him.
yeah. He was in charge of the prison in Civil War.
Oh, he
And
was.
I feel
didn't
like
even-
he was just included to give them
a tie-in.
some connection to the MCU as a whole.
Mhm.
And like, yeah, so I don't know. He just felt like maybe he didn't really need to be there the most.
Yeah.
Even as much as I like him, like the actor, and whatnot.
mhm.
And he still did a good job with the role.
Yeah.
And then you've got the villains were great. Both we get a returning Claw, played by Andy Serkis, which just did a wonderful job playing like an eccentric, carefree character.
as he does.
Yes, and it's nice to see him in a role where he's not mostly CGI,
Yeah.
like Gollum.
He's only part CGI in this movie.
Right, like 15-20% stops.
And
Um,
obviously Michael
then,
B.
yeah.
Jordan.
Yes, is Killmonger, who he has quite a few parallels with Magneto, actually,
Yeah, he does actually.
which I think is part of the reason why people love him so much and saying he's like one of the best Marvel villains so far.
Yeah.
You also get to see like he's also gone through his own hero's journey, so like he's definitely a more sympathetic villain, which people love.
He is, but he's also still like a murdering psychopath.
Correct.
At the same
I mean,
time.
even
He has
again, Magneto
motivation.
can be
You
that way
understand
too,
why he
at
wants to
points.
do what he wants to do. He's
Yes.
got good background, which was what makes him a good villain. The fighting part of him is very meh because he's just He's just evil Black Panther, basically.
So, yes, that's probably the biggest.
Yeah, that's why he's
criticism
not
I
my
have with Marvel
favorite.
on a whole.
Yeah.
Because Marvel loves to just have the villains be like a mirror of the heroes.
Yeah,
Like it happens.
It's their
a
big
lot.
problem.
Like especially in the intro movies, like with Ironmonger was just a dude in a suit.
Abomination.
Yeah, Abomination.
Red Skull's
Skull
basically
has
Captain
super
America.
serum, just with a red face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's his
stuff
face
like that.
from Ant-Man?
The Hulk's villain, I can't remember his name.
Abomination.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would like to see more variety as far as that goes. But yes, his character is great.
Yeah, his character's great.
And I think Marvel's definitely getting better at the villain game. Though, yeah, I don't know. So, also I love the music, and I love.
Yeah, the music was really
I'm
good,
a
too.
sucker for music and using it like how they use the music, like as Killmonger further infiltrates Wakanda. The traditional African style gets infused with like trap beats from modern rap music.
Yeah, I think you were saying,
And,
isn't Kendrick Lamar somehow
Yes,
involved in the
Kendrick
soundtrack?
Lamar worked like on all the music basically, and like did the soundtrack, which unfortunately only has like 3 songs in the movie.
Yeah.
But I really like the soundtrack, and like would like to see more of like a soundtrack for a movie comprised of original songs that like are about the character in the movie, the characters in the movie and whatnot. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it was
yeah.
it's
You guys got me hyped.
yeah, I don't know where I would rank it. It's really good. It's like probably somewhere around number 5 for me in the whole thing. It's one of the I'd probably put it around Ragnarok level. It's a different movie than Ragnarok.
Right.
But...
My ranking, like, I just recently watched through all of the other movies leading up for this and then Infinity War.
Yeah.
And, like, it's just, different movies just kind of have a different feel. Like, it's almost like, what do I feel like watching if I were to go back and watch it or something?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes your favorite is more due to genre differences than it is
Could be,
cinematography.
or just what I feel like at the moment. It also continues the trend of Phase 3 being about daddy issues. Which almost actually, Doctor Strange breaks that mold, though. I guess if you just say mentor issues and whatnot, all the Phase 3 movies are about that. Then, so yeah,
it's good. If you pay attention to the media, then they're saying it's super amazing. So
it's made more money than basically any other, or for the opening of any other Marvel movie.
Really?
And blew out the previous top grossing opening February movie, which was Deadpool.
War? Oh, was it Deadpool? Okay.
Yeah,
finally
for February.
Deadpool was beaten.
And this is like for opening values. It also it opened to like double the amount that Spider-Man made in its opening weekend, basically, and stuff like that.
So if you like the Marvel movies, you're gonna like it. So
probably like even the worst Marvel movie, which I think. Not counting the Hulk, because I've never watched it and I have no interest in watching it. It's probably Thor 2 for me, and even that
probably
is
Iron Man 2.
I'm still fine with what. It's not something I would
I don't even remember what happened in Iron Man 2.
Whiplash.
I remember he was in it. That's literally all I remember about the movie.
Yeah. It's back when they had really bad villains. Again, another guy in a suit, too.
Exactly.
And then the one guy who was trying to develop stuff, wasn't he in that one with Iron Man 2?
That guy's pretty funny. What's his name? He's Hammer in the movie. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Sam Rockwell? Yeah, Sam Rockwell.
Also the weird guy who likes Iron Man 3 more than the other two Iron Man movies.
I think
one
Iron
guy.
Man 3 is better than 2.
I actually agree with you all. Iron Man 3 is my favorite of the three.
Thank you. Someone else exists out there.
I haven't seen 3. I can't say.
Oh, as far also, like 3 was one they could have almost gotten away with having the big fight scene at the end. It would have been an interesting play, though. Like it could have been like a Marvel movie without like a big fight scene at the end, because if they had just found a different way to deal with the villain.
Yeah.
But again, like that was kind of the big like show off all the suits, because that one is mostly. Tony Stark being Tony Stark and not spending time in the suit.
Yeah.
Which is why I like it so much, honestly. But anyways.
Yeah, so I really liked Black Panther.
Yep, I did too. I can't recommend it enough if you are into the Marvel stuff.
Well, I'm hyped, so I guess I have to go see this now.
Yep, go watch it. So it's
bye guys. I'm gonna go right now.
Cat Day.
Later.
I wouldn't blame you because